afternoon. Welcome to our show today, Chicago Women in Trades. My name is Sheena Brewer, and I'm the outreach coordinator for Chicago Women in Trades. Today we have a special guest. Her name is Jackie, and she is a bricklaying extraordinaire, also the Chicago Women in Trades Technical Opportunities Program instructor, as well as the bricklaying instructor for Paul Simon Job Corp Training Center. Welcome, Jackie.
Thank you. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right.
So, Jackie, tell us a little bit about your experience and how you started as a bricklayer.
How I started as a bricklayer. I was working some odd jobs, telemarketing, retail, and I wound up losing my job at retail. And I went to the unemployment office, going to fill out some applications, work on my resume, and I saw a flyer for Chicago Women in Trades, open house. But I wound up missing the open house because it was the day before. So I called Chicago Women in Trades. Fortunately, I was able to get in, go through the process of the testing and the interviewing. Got accepted into the TOP class, and I went to the different workshops. And one of the workshops that I fell in love with was bricklaying, and that was my first introduction to bricklaying. And I just fell in love with it.
The rest is history,
The rest is history.
And we're at Chicago Women in Trades. We're located at 2444 West 16th Street, and that's Chicago, Illinois. We're right off 16th and Western. Our phone number is 312-942-1444. So, in the construction industry, it's so many aspects of it. Can you give us a little gist of the bricklaying industry and how does that work for you?
With bricklaying, it is, as far as the apprenticeship goes, it's a 3-year apprenticeship. You start out at 50% of what a journey bricklayer makes.
Great.
In the 3 years, well, to start out, you go through a 10-week pre-apprenticeship, which is basically giving you the knowledge and the tools and the skills to go onto the job as an apprentice. So you learn how to spread mortar, lay brick, lay block, work with your measuring tape, and those are just the basics to get you started. Then you go on the job and you get more on-the-job training. Also with bricklaying, we have different aspects of bricklaying. We have what's called red brick, which is just brick and block.
Okay.
And we also have what's called refractory bricklaying, and most so you see that when you're working in like steel mills, refineries, things of that nature. Also, we have restoration. And a restoration bricklayer basically repairs all the old historic buildings and brings it back to life. So we have those 3 aspects of bricklaying.
Now, would you say that that's a physical job, really physical type of work?
Yes, it's very, very physical, very heavy lifting, very demanding, but it's also very rewarding and enjoyable too.
Right.
So it does take some getting used to lifting the heavy bricks and blocks. But what we do at the apprenticeship is we have a material handling portion in the pre-job. So you get familiar with carrying the blocks. So we basically get you ready for what you're going to be doing 8 to 10 hours a day.
Well, we stated that we were going to have a tradeswoman to come on, and today we have them. So if you have any questions, or feel free to give us a call at 312-738-1060. And located, we have 2 programs, our Technical Opportunities Program, and we have our Welding Program, and we are always looking for Chicago residents to fill our seats. We have upcoming classes that we need to fill, and we want you to participate in our upcoming information sessions. Our information sessions are always the first and the third Wednesday at 10:30 a.m., and our second and fourth Wednesday of the month is at 5:30 p.m. So you're welcome to come and just hear about our program and to inquire. Just come on down. We're located on 16th and Western. So Jackie, if you could talk about the apprenticeships and how they are designed and how they work after the 12-week program here at Chicago Women in Trades.
Okay, so after the 12-week program at Chicago Women in Trades, depending on what trade you're interested in, that's the specific trade you'll apply for. So as far as applying for bricklaying, you would fill out the application. You need to have your high school diploma, or GED, birth certificate, and a state ID. You bring that in to the Bricklayers Apprenticeship School, which is located at 2140 Corporate Drive in Addison, Illinois.
Okay.
You come in with a $20 money order or cash. It's a $20 application fee. You apply to that. Then, if accepted, you go through a interview and a test. Or if you go through the test and the interview first, and then you're accepted into the program.
Okay, it looks like we have a caller. Caller, go ahead with your question.
Yes, I'd like to know, to get into the apprenticeship program at Chicago Women in Trades, do you have to live in Chicago?
No, you don't have to live in Chicago. We service the city and suburbs as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so yes, I feel that, bricklaying, that's a strenuous job. Do you think anybody can do it, or it has to be the right person for the position or the opportunity?
Well, I believe anybody can do it,
Okay.
big or small. If I use myself as an example, I'm still a pretty nice-sized woman, but I was a lot overweight, and I went through the pre-job, which made me lose some weight, gain a little bit of muscle. So my body got used to doing the job.
Okay.
And also, you gotta have some type of will and determination. You gotta love it. If you don't love it, then of course it's not gonna be something you'll be able to do.
Right. Absolutely. So talk about your experience teaching as a bricklayer and at Chicago Women in Trades, because I know you're at Paul Simon Job Corp as well as the bricklaying instructor. So how has that experience being on the other end as a teacher?
It's actually been pretty rewarding. I've been teaching at Chicago Women in Trade on and off for since 2008.
Okay, great.
I've been teaching at Paul Simon Job Corps for almost 2 years now, and working with women that are trying to change their lives. It's great. It's great being able to inspire and assist. I mean, I think I'm in my niche.
Great. Those success stories are great. We have another caller. Caller, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I'd like to know, how can I become a flagger?
A flagger.
Okay.
So laborers, that is a job that a laborer would do. So it's not necessarily you would be a flagger. You would be considered a laborer. And there is a laborer's apprenticeship program that you can apply to as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So it is it's pretty technical also on the math aspect. Can you emphasize on that for the testing and the assessments and things going into the pre-apprenticeship as well as the apprenticeship program?
Oh, so yes. Pretty much any apprenticeship program that a woman or anybody would try to apply to, you definitely have to have some type of basic math skills. Multiplication, division of decimals and fractions. Fractions is used a lot in the trades. Tape measure. You gotta know how to read a tape measure, and
Absolutely.
majority of the time there's nothing but fractions on it. Also, we do some type of spatial visualization or paper folding, which is basically being able to visualize the finished product by just looking at a piece of paper or looking at a blueprint.
Right.
And what else? Let me think. Oh, we do physical fitness at the Chicago Women in Trades TLP program. That way we can start to prepare the students for the physical aspect of the job.
Right. Absolutely. It looks like we have another caller. Caller, go ahead with your question or comment.
Can I get a job? I need a job right away.
Well, come on in for our information session. Our information sessions, we're located at 2444 West 16th Street, Chicago, Illinois. We're right off 16th and Western. Our number is 312-942-1444. And at the information sessions, we do provide lots of details about the program, how to get started. And we're looking to give individuals not only a job, but we want to give you a career opportunity. And that's what we do at Chicago Women in Trades. So feel free to please come into our information session. Again, they're the first and third Wednesday of the month at 10:30 a.m. and then the second and fourth Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. if you work during the day. So as a student of Chicago Women in Trades, now being on the other end as an instructor, do you see a lot of your classmates now are in the trade and they're doing, they're working hard in the trades that you.
Yes. Well, at Chicago Women in Trades, we're a sisterhood. So the class that I graduated with was in the spring of 2004.
Okay.
Several of the women that graduated with me are currently working in the trades, and actually we are currently friends.
Perfect.
I consider everybody there to be my sisters. We hang out together, we work together, we help each other out when necessary. So it's more just than just, coming there to get a service and trying to get into the construction industry. It's a sisterhood, it's a support system.
Right.
It's like I tell everybody, it's the best thing since Jesus Christ.
Right. We're
So,
united.
yes.
We're united.
It's a place where your life can definitely change. As a friend of mine says, who happens to be a laborer, you can change your area code, your zip code,
Yes.
just by going through this program and becoming successful and getting into the trades.
Absolutely. And we have a very good success rate. The majority of the women that you see on the construction sites, just stop by and ask them, did they come through Chicago Women in Trades? Because I'm pretty sure they did.
Majority of them, yes, they do.
Yes. We're located at 2444 West 16th Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60608. Our phone number is 312-942-1444. We have a caller. Caller, go ahead with your question or comment.
Yes. Yes. Is there a certain age limit? Is it a certain income that you must have? So that's two questions.
The first question, I couldn't hear you, caller.
The first question is is the age limit? I'm 48.
No, it isn't an age limit as long as you're physically able to do the work and you're ready to get into the construction or your manufacturing industries. We're okay with that, and we do not have an income requirement. All right, we have another caller. Caller, go ahead with your question or comment.
I have a felony background. Would I be able to join the program?
Absolutely. In the construction industry is are designed. They're not really, they're not looking at the background. They're not concerned with your background. They basically just want to know if you're able to do the physical work and also pass those assessments, the physical exams, and the math is very important in that industry. Can you elaborate a little bit on
Yeah,
that?
they want to know, are you going to be reliable? Are you going to be on time? Are you going to are you able to follow directions, work well with others? Do you have good interpersonal communication skills?
Right.
These are all the things that the apprenticeship programs look for, as well as the employers. They're not necessarily looking into your past, and they don't check, they're not trying to figure out what your background is. It's all about what are you capable of doing right now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, moving forward, let's talk about the levels of apprentice. So it is a first year, second year, third year apprentice, and then journeyman level. So explain that for me.
Okay, well, as far as bricklayers go, it's a 3-year apprenticeship. You start out as a 50% apprentice, and every 6 months plus 750 working hours, you get your raise. So you'll get a 10% raise. Also, with that every 6 months and your 750 working hours, you have to go back to school twice in that 6-month period. And you go back for related training. So you might go back and you might learn how to do fireplaces, or you might learn how to lay stone or grout walls, other things that bricklayers do within the trade. So you get to learn a little bit about everything a bricklayer does so you can apply it on the job. And once you top out, after your 3 years, you're considered a journey person, journeyman, journeywoman, whatever your preference is.
We have a caller. Caller, go ahead with your comment or your question.
Can you tell me a little bit about the welding program that you said that you have?
Yes, our welding program is a free program as well, and it's 12 weeks. And our welding program consists of getting individuals trained into the manufacturing industry. So it's totally separate from our construction program. It's strictly for the manufacturing industry. So if you're interested in being a welder, we do emphasis on MIG, TIG, and stick welding. And that is also a 12-week program. And it is Monday through Thursday, 9:30 to 3:30. Monday through Thursday. So you can continue with the apprenticeships. Journeyman level is that's where everyone wants to reach, right?
Exactly. That's
Some
that's
people
the
come
goal.
in and say, "Hey, I want to be a journeyman right away." But with that being said, the training is important because if you come right in and you're just a journeyman, you don't have those years of training. Correct?
Exactly. You don't have the
Okay.
years of training, the experience, and why would you expect your employer to pay you journeyman scale if you don't know how to do certain things?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, the apprenticeship is great because you're a paid student. So why not go through the process of learning how to do everything that the trade has to offer?
Right.
The more you know, the better you are to the employer.
Absolutely.
And the better you are at assuring that you can keep your job.
Absolutely.
So
That's
just jumping out there thinking, okay, I'm going to buy my card and become a journey person, that's not a wise decision in this industry because you just got to go through the motions,
steps,
and you got to
right.
go through the ranks.
Absolutely. Again, we're located Chicago Women in Trades. If you're interested in becoming in a apprentice or a welder in any industry of the construction or manufacturing bracket, we have upcoming information sessions, and our information sessions are the first and the third Wednesday of the month at 10:30 a.m. and the second and the fourth Wednesday of the month at 5:30 p.m. We are a 12-week program. It's free, free, free. We're looking for Chicago residents and suburbs as well to participate in our upcoming classes. We are looking to fill those slots at this time. Please feel free to come on down to our information sessions. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to give us a call at 312-738-1060. So I know going out in the community, I get so many questions, and I'm like, okay, we need a tradeswoman. We need a tradeswoman to come to the show. So I'm so happy that you came to answer these questions. We have a caller. Caller, go ahead with your comment or your question.
Yeah, will I get paid while I'm in this program?
This program is a non-paid program.
Oh, okay. Will they pay for babysitting?
No, we don't. I'm sorry. Thank you for your comment and question. So yeah, I get a lot of questions in the community about, the different trades, and I only can explain so much, but it's very, very hands-on, to kind of know a lot about it. But the physical part is something that I did want to emphasize on because a lot of people don't understand what it takes to become a bricklayer or what it takes to be a plumber or a carpenter or welder, so to speak. So all of that in a nutshell is basically it's training, it's hard work, it's dedication. That's what I'm taking.
Yeah, it's definitely all those things, as well as how I ask my students, you got to tell me, what is your why? Why do you want to do this? Okay, I want to do this because I want to be able to raise a family.
Right.
I want to do this because I don't want to have to live paycheck to paycheck. Or the best answer is I want to do this because I actually love doing this, or I can see myself loving this and doing this for the next 30 years or so, depending on your age, because you got to do it till you retire.
Exactly.
But as far as the physical part, no matter what trade you get into, they're all physical.
Right.
So you're going to have to do some extra work outside of the class. You got to start walking a little bit more. Maybe start lifting a few weights a little bit more. If you got to lose a little bit of weight, change your diet. Right. So it all depends on how bad you really want it.
Yes.
I can say for myself, when I went through the pre-job, I was probably the last person they thought would have made it because, like I said, I was overweight, but I was determined.
Okay.
And there was plenty of days I went in the bathroom and cried. I went to my car and cried. Even after I got out of my pre-job and I started working on the job, I would peel myself out of bed because my body was going through a shock because I'm doing something I'm not used to doing.
It was a change, right?
Yeah, but I didn't quit. I didn't give up because I knew I was loving what I was doing outside of the physical part of my body hurting.
Right.
But the more and more I did it, the easier it became, and then I also gained some muscle in the process.
Right.
So, but I still have days when I work in the field where I might have a bad day and my body hurt, but I still keep going.
Keep going.
It's pretty much that. What is your why? that motivates me to keep going. So in this field, you definitely got to have that. You got to be able to answer a couple of questions, like why are you going to be dedicated? What will make you want to be dedicated? At the end of the day, it's real simple.
Absolutely.
What is your why? What is your purpose?
Yep. And that's all you have to know.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. We're located, Chicago Women in Trades, located at 2444 West 16th Street in Chicago, Illinois. We're located 60608. On the first and the third Wednesday of the month, we have info sessions at 10:30 a.m. and the second and the fourth Wednesday of the month is at 5:30 p.m. Please feel free to give us a call at 312-942-1444. And if you're interested in attending the information session, please feel free to come on in. Right now, let's take a look at one of our videos. It's called Respect. And
Press play down the corner. Right there. I can't hear that.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Just a little bit, hey, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, mister, just a little bit. Really? I ain't gonna do you wrong. Why you gone? I ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you just a little bit, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm about to give you all my money, and all I'm asking in return, honey, is to give me my promise when you get home. Just a little bit, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Ooh, your kisses, sweeter than honey. And guess what? So is my money. All I want you to do for me is give it to me when you get home. Yeah, baby, whip it to me. Just a little bit now, just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, T-F-T-C-T. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, little respect. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Yeah, little bit, little respect, just a little bit. I'll get tired, little bit, keep on trying, just a little bit. You're running out of food, little bit, I ain't lying, just a little bit. Respect, come on, what you say? Just a little bit, just a little bit.
all right. Well, that was our wonderful Respect video. You seen Jackie in the video. But those are all of our tradeswomen that came through the program and they participated. So we look forward to hearing from you. We want you to come and join our program. We're helping women all across the city and the suburbs. And we're located again at 2444 West 16th Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60608. And please feel free to give us a call or participate in our information sessions. Our phone number is 312-942-1444. Thank you so much, Jackie, for coming in. We really appreciate it. I look forward to more tradeswomen coming in and telling their story and about, the trades and things of that nature. So I do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And tune in again to our next show. We will be coming back again. Chicago Women in Trades. Thank you.